All right, everyone, welcome to Shalin Edit, where Muslim entrepreneurs rewrite the rules one unfiltered story at a time. I'm Maisha, and today's guest is Janat, founder of IceBeam Laser, where basically science meets self-care and your experience always comes first. She's building a space that blends confidence with care, and today we'll hear how it all began. So let's dive in. Hey, hello, Janat. I hope you're doing well.
I'm good. How are you, Maisha?
I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you for having me on your podcast. I appreciate it.
No problem. I'm so happy you came. I was really looking forward to
No.
having you, so I'm so
Oh,
happy you're
I really
here.
appreciate that. That melted my heart.
I want to start off. Tell us about IceBeam Laser, like what it is that you do as well.
I'm glad that you brought the question, what is IceBeam Laser? Because a lot of people think like, what is that, right? So basically, it's a laser hair removal studio in Mississauga, and I especially cater towards women of color. And I want to cater also towards our Muslim population. And I focus more on safety, comfort, and especially results. And I want women to feel confident in their own skin. So, in short, IceBeam Laser, it's a laser hair removal studio. It's home based, it's private.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I love
Yeah,
that it's like home based too. I saw like your pictures on Instagram of the studio. Like I generally thought it was like it looks so professional, but it also looks so cozy. I love it.
yeah, it's like you walk into my house and then you go into your in the basement and you're like, what? And then all of a sudden you open the laser door, the studio, and you're like, whoa, where am I? It's so aesthetic. I wanted to make it girly.
So what made you start?
Mhm. So honestly, the main reason I didn't know I would start a laser studio. If you were to ask me like 10 years ago, would you have your own business? I would be like, no. So what happened was after my son's pregnancy, I was already doing laser before. So I went back to my laser lady, and she did my laser. And honestly, Maisha, it was so rushed. It was very like there was no connection. And I paid her the money. So it's literally like me paying you the money. And I'm like, for what? What did I just pay her for? Right. So in that very moment, I knew I had to start this and I could do it better. Right. So I was always drawn to beauty and skincare. And then with my medical background, I wanted to create a space where women could trust they were in safe hands. That's actually really important, especially because you're coming in, you're taking off your clothes. Yes, I give you a towel to cover yourself up. But there's a lot of places that even don't give you a towel. They don't even, they
Oh.
give you the smallest towel. Like I used to go and she used to give me like the smallest towel, and I would be like, because I used to wear hijab. I mean, we wear the hijab and we're so used to covering ourselves up. So I wanted to do this. And then I'm like, hey, I want to do it specifically more for our Muslim girls who are hijabis. They can come in, safe space, not feel awkward, and feel welcomed, and still I could deliver the results that they didn't see. So that's why I started it. And why I came with the name Ice Beam Laser. Honestly, it's more of the machine because the machine itself is there's like an ice tip at the front, and then so I wanted to include the ice in the name, and then beam. I'm like, okay, I thought of like a laser beam, and then I'm like, okay, cool, it's Ice Beam Laser. I didn't want to be like generic like Laser by Janat or Janat Laser. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be more funky. I wanted to be more unique. And then that's why I just called it Ice Beam Laser. And now I'm called the Ice Beam Laser Girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, the name when I first like heard it, because I did like I have a background in like medical aesthetics. So when I
Yeah.
was in that field, I noticed a lot of names were like a bit more generic. But then once I heard like Ice Beam Laser, I'm like, this stands out, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Like,
very memorable. So
hmm
every time I think
yeah.
about laser clinics, I think about Ice Beam Laser. This is the
Ice
first
Beam Laser.
thing.
And
So I love
honestly,
that.
I should be wearing purple, but when I go to like networking events, I'm always in my purple colors because it just reflects the brand. And I have people come up to me saying, "Oh my gosh, when I look at the color purple, the light color, I think of your brand. Like I think of Ice Beam Laser." So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, yeah, I was actually wondering, like, because I remember the first time I saw you when you were wearing purple, I'm like, oh, probably just for aesthetic. But then I saw you again, and I was like, oh, is this something to do
yeah,
with her brand then? Okay,
yeah. It's
that's actually
basically, yeah.
genius.
It's a brand color, and our mentor Naira, who's in Jordan Magnetic Muslimah, she said wear your brand colors and people will remember you by that, and it's working.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's an amazing tip. I'm gonna actually
Yeah, yeah,
incorporate that for
yeah,
myself.
and I did. Yeah, you should do, definitely. It's hard choosing brand colors, but once you have it, your mind gravitates towards it. So like I have a purple water bottle, I have purple headphones, I have a purple watch. And it's so funny because my childhood home, like not my childhood home, my childhood room, the color was purple. It was light
Oh,
purple. Yeah.
so is it like
And
your favorite color?
no, it's not actually. It's so crazy. So even when I was getting my room done for a laser, my friend just chose the color purple. She chose it. I didn't even tell her to choose it. So it's pretty cool how it all like came together. It was like it was meant to be. This purple was meant to be.
Yes, truly.
Yeah.
If Lil Janat saw you today, how would she react?
I actually made, I don't know, there was an Instagram trend that was going on. I don't know if you remember where it's like you have a business and then it's like your business and then it's like your childhood picture at the end. And honestly, little Jenna would be so proud. She would be shocked. Like this cute little, like I was big, I was so chubby, I was so cute. Like she would be shocked. She's like, wow. Like she would literally say, wow, I really did something for myself. And honestly, Maisha, it's not that I just went straight into business. Like I did high school, then I went to 4 years of university, and then I did 2 years of ultrasound, and I worked for 7 years, and then I started this. So it's like I've accomplished, alhamdulillah, I've accomplished so much in my 32 years. And like now I'm a mom, I got married. So she's like, Jenna, she'll be like, Jenna, you did this all. How did you do this? She would be so proud. And it's something that she would have never imagined,
Wow, wow, that's
honestly. Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, and and business is something you build from the ground up. You start from zero. You literally start from scratch. But you know what? You have to have grit. You gotta have discipline, and that's what made me keep going. Was even my clients coming to me and telling me, Janet, what you're doing is amazing. And I literally just, why how could I stop? If I have clients telling like, no, Janet, keep pursuing what you're doing, like how could I even stop? This honestly gave me like ultrasound was a career and it did give me purpose, like I was helping others, but this gave me more purpose. This is giving me more purpose. Like I could see it in front of me, right? And that's I feel like that's very wholesome. But she would be like she would be proud. She definitely would be proud. Little Janet would be proud. Yeah.
So about like your growth and journey. So what was like a milestone that got you thinking like, oh, this is really happening?
Honestly, it was beginning of when I started laser, 2023. And when clients came in and told me that the results they were seeing from what I was doing, from the laser machine that I was using, gave them the results, I was like, okay, this is happening. This is what I'm going to be doing. And it got fully real. It was when I quit my 9 to 5. I quit my 9 to 5 ultrasound last year. And I'm like, this is real. I'm going to do this full time. And this year was the year where I did some rebranding. I did a brand photo shoot. And so this year definitely made it real. But it was even when I started it off, like 2023, even though I had a very few clients, I wasn't fully booked. Had like probably two, three clients a month, right? But that's when I still knew that this was it and this is really happening and I want to focus on this. So I built it to that level where I could quit my 9 to 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed. Like it's amazing that you've come so far.
Honestly, it's not me. It's the help of Allah, and it's the support of my family. Without my husband, without I live with my in-laws, and I honestly couldn't have done it without them. Like at that time, my son was young. He was 2 years old, and now he's three. So like someone needs to watch him while I'm doing my clients. So no, without support of your family or anyone. You need support from even your friends, right? So that support, your clients supporting you, your clients support you too, right? So it couldn't have been done without anyone's. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am.
Yeah, it's so nice to have like people who always
Yeah,
support you. Yeah, who would you say is like your greatest supporter then?
my husband. When I said to him that I want to do this and I want to do it better, that week he was like, "Okay, you want to do this? Look into a laser machine. You want to do this? Okay. Look, talk to other laser clinics. Talk to the laser lady I went to." So he literally held my hand and told me what to do. And I was like, "No, why would people come to me? They can go anywhere else." He's like, "No, Janat, you have a healthcare background. You're hijabi. You're Muslim. Why wouldn't they come to you?" Till this day, my child, till this day, he's like, when I have like networking events, I was like, "Oh, should I go?" He's like, "Why shouldn't you go?" He's been my biggest supporter, and to have a partner that supports you in your business, alhamdulillah, that's a blessing. Yeah, and he always wanted me to do something at home. Like, yeah, he loved that I had a career and work and everything, but he always wanted me to have something on the side. But my side hustle became the main hustle, right? So,
Alhamdulillah for that. Yeah,
alhamdulillah,
that's
yeah.
I personally believe like that is my personal goal too, to like turn my side hustle into like a main
And you
thing. So
will.
that's so inspiring for me.
No, trust me,
Inshallah, I
you
will.
have that grit. You put yourself out of your comfort zone and watch you grow. You will grow. It's kind of like training a muscle, for example, a muscle. The more harder it gets, the more you push yourself, the more it's gonna grow. Yeah? The more the muscle will grow. Same thing with our personality, the same thing with their business. If we are out of our comfort zone, if we're going and talking to people, this is what I do. You're gonna grow. You're gonna see, like, hey, this girl got confidence. Hey, this girl came up to me. I'm gonna remember that, right? So put yourself out there.
And viewers, remember that. Put yourself out there.
Basically, you gotta do it because no one knows what you're doing. No one knows what you're doing. Only you know that, right? So wear your brand proud. Tell people what you do, and yeah, and then you leave the rest to Allah. You tied your camel. You leave the rest to Allah.
Yes, that's very true. And just continuing on that, what's a tough moment that you faced and how did you work on it or work through it?
There were a lot of tough moments, I would say, especially starting from scratch, especially being a new mom to a 1 year old. I think that was the most toughest because for about a year, I worked, did laser, and did like mom life. So I went to work Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I did laser Tuesday, Thursdays, weekends. So I was working 7 days a week and then balancing mom life, wifey life. It was hard. It was really hard. But then I knew I had to stop something. And the hardest part was quitting my job because you studied for 6 years and you're like, oh man, I gotta stop this. But I always knew I could go back to it. But I know my son won't be this small ever. I need to be there for him. There were times that like I felt like giving up, but I reminded myself why I started. I wanted the independence. I wanted to create a legacy because we are actually the first generation, I would say, that are doing something for ourselves that is so different. It's not just a 9 to 5. We are entrepreneurs, first generation entrepreneurs. I wanted to just see where this took me. And honestly, tough moments don't last, right? I had a few clients, I would say out of the whole 3 years, I probably had two or three clients that weren't my cup of tea, and I had to let them go. It was tough. I had to let them go for my own peace, for my own sanity. It wasn't working out for me, and I just politely just told them, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, like, I won't be able to do your laser. You could kind of look for another laser clinic because there was a lot of back and forth between those clients, and I'm not the confrontational type of person. So like, the rule of business is not that everyone's your client. Everyone's not your customer. And you don't have to keep everyone as your customer. Keep the ones that you deserve and they deserve your business, right? Don't try to please everyone. It's hard. You can't please everyone. Even if you do, Maisha, like even if at the end I try so hard to please everyone, they will always nitpick. And that's when I knew that I had to I knew I had to let them go. Especially because you're coming into my home, it's my safe space as well. And if I'm not safe with my client, even though it should be the other way, the client should be safe with you. But if I'm not safe with my client, then it's time to let them go. And honestly, like it was just 2 or 3 times that happened. The other times, like alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, like all my clients, they are so sweet, so understanding, so supportive. But again, tough times don't last. And as long as you get through it, you think about the greater moments that you have in your business.
Yeah, I'm actually learning so much from you today. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
it's honestly a learning curve. I'm learning myself. So it's when you know that your heart is not at peace. Because now I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I can't just take it. Like it's so much that you can take, and now you have to have professional boundaries, and you just politely say it, and the other person should be understanding of it.
How does your faith shape your definition of success?
You know what? It's funny because a lot of people outside of religion think success is money. And to an extent, yeah, sure, success is money. The more money you have, the more successful you are. But Islam teaches us something different. Our deen teaches us something different. It's not just about money, right? It's more about, I would say, barakah. And I think that's what you asked that question to us at the SMO, like what does barakah mean, or how do you put barakah? I don't know, there was this question along those lines. But I want to serve women in a halal way. That's success to me. I don't want to lie to you guys. That's not successful. I'm not faking till I make it. I'm not going to be like, you're going to get 100% results from my laser machine. No. 80 to 90%, I tell them. I tell you the expectations, right? I'm doing with honesty, I'm doing with care, and then knowing that Allah put me here for a reason. Maybe this was my purpose, right? Like to serve my Muslim community. And to me, that's successful. That is the biggest, that's huge, right? It's not about money. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, yes, like money comes and goes, right? Success also means happiness. Being in your own space, being in your own home, being with your own, like after like you're done with your clients, you get to spend time with your family. That's success. Yeah, it's like I know when I was in my 20s, I would think success would be like, yeah, it's just money. I want to like build my career. But I think when you get older, it's like the little things. It's the little things. Just spending time with your husband, your family, and then doing what you love as well at the same time. Alhamdulillah, that's success to me.
So the next question I actually had for you was, have you ever felt like a different kind of pressure as like a Muslim entrepreneur, whether that be in your work or like online or anything like that? And how do you navigate that?
I love that you asked this question because it is so different, especially me being hijabi. I can't show my skin doing laser. And I rarely show my clients' skin because they're Muslims themselves. So it's so different, right? Whereas if you see like other laser clinic pages, they're doing the butt, they're doing the stomach, they're doing the Brazilian. And I'm like, I can't show that. And plus, my followers are mostly Muslim. So I have a sense of haya and modesty. Right? So I'm conscious about modesty and how I present myself online. I don't want people to be like, oh, like she's showing her skin. Like for me, like I usually just show like my arms, let's say if I'm wearing scrubs, but it's not like I don't show anything else, right? So the way I market myself is definitely different than how others market themselves. But I feel like to truly attract your clients, just stick with your values, right? So if I personally don't feel like showing my skin, if I don't feel like showing my clients' skin, but you're still attracting clients. Yeah, sure, my approach to marketing is different. I think my marketing approach is more, I would say, not the results. Like I'm not showing me doing laser on clients. It's more of the education about laser. It's more of like the pre-care, the post-care, and then I feel like I also show more of like the funny side of laser or my entrepreneur journey, I would say. So that's how I market myself. So it's definitely being Muslim is definitely different than how others would market themselves in that sense that I don't just show skin or my client's skin to gain clients. And alhamdulillah, like I still gain clients just by not even doing that.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah.
If you go on different laser pages, you see like before and after results. Like someone told me to do that too, but I'm like, I can't do that because every person is different. Your results will be different than my results. My results will be different than her results, right? So I'm not going to post results out there just so you can come. Because maybe how about if you don't get those results? Everyone's different. That leads back to like your the question that you asked was how does your faith shape your business? I don't want to lie to you and saying you're gonna get this result. You're gonna be hair free for like the whole year, right? But how about if you're not? And then, you get discouraged or you don't want to try laser.
I actually have a question regarding the results, just popped into my mind. What's a
hmm
common myth that clients tend to have?
The common myth is that you see results in like 2 sessions. I was like, no, please give it time. Please give it at least 6 sessions, right? Like, first session you will see results, but give it time. It's not magic. It's not magic, right? Or another thing would be a common myth would be you can't do laser on young teens, so younger than 18 years old. You can do laser on as long as you've hit puberty and you've passed and you have sufficient amount of hair, you can start your laser journey. And what I do for them is like the basics, upper lip, underarms, lower legs. Like I don't do full body because I know you're not comfortable, right? So we just start with the basics. So as long as so that's another myth. It's like, oh, you have to wait till you're 18. But what does it mean when you're 18? Your hormones magically just doesn't fluctuate. We're always hormonal. We're gonna be hormonal our whole lives, I feel. So start your laser journey, girls.
Right, yeah, I completely forgot about that because I did learn about it. It's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I should do my laser.
Oh,
I'm
if
gonna
you have
come to
not
you.
started laser journey, girl, if you're nah, you should start your laser.
Yep,
Your
definitely.
future self, your everyone will thank you.
The next thing that I want to get into was because I believe you have so much insight. I can already tell, like, already based off of our conversation. So
Yeah.
I want to like get some practical tips about like out of you too. So like what's one tool, routine, or like mindset shift that helped you run your business like smoothly?
So the one tool or routine that helps my business run smoothly is like before I didn't have like a schedule. Like I was just putting clients randomly here and there, and then I was like doing mom life. So honestly, my whole schedule revolves around my son. So it's like, because he's still young. He's 3, and I'm like a mompreneur right now. So I like a young like he's young. So obviously, when it's older, it's different. But I make sure I block off times to spend with him. So it's like it's literally just time blocking my week has been a game changer. So I dedicate like my daytime to my clients, and then the evening times to my family. And then I block off like so I'll take one afternoon client and one evening client, and that is literally like so when my son comes home, I feed him, and then I take a client, and then I play with him after I'm done my client, and then I'll take an evening client. So it's basically just time blocking. Just and honestly, it's been a game changer. It's working for my family. I'm still spending time with him. I feel like if in the beginning it wasn't like that, and I was all over the place, and then the clients that were booking, they were all over the place. So there was no structure, there was no routine. Make sure you get a routine and structure in your business. Have a system. System beats anything. Have a system in place. It's hard to first initially establish a system in the beginning. So it's like play around, play around. What works best? What works? Before I used to take 6:30. I'm like, wait, no, 6:30 timing is not working for me. So then I did a 7:30. I'm like, okay, 7:30 is working for me. I'll be done by 8:30, and then I can like clean up, spend time for myself. My son is he's already in bed. So system, I feel like having a system in place helps a lot. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed. Sometimes it can be a lot. It's like you're juggling so many things at the same time. Just take it one thing at a time. Small little things at a time, right?
Can you just tell the audience where they can find you online?
Oh my God, yes, of course. So I recently made my website with Naira, she designed it for me. It's called icebeamlaser.ca. And you can also find me on Instagram. I'm more active there, so it's just IceBeam Laser. And where else can you find me? Right now, that's it. I'm just focusing on 2 platforms. I can't do TikTok right now, even though they're saying get on TikTok, but I can't do TikTok. So just so icebeamlaser.ca, and then my Instagram icebeamlaser. And another thing for those that are listening and you guys have not started your laser journey and you're scared, you're nervous, come to IceBeam Laser. It is a painless machine. I make the whole experience seamless, and you will walk away feeling more confident than ever. Inshallah, that is my goal.
Yes, everyone, go support her, please.
Oh, I appreciate that. No, Maisha, this has been really lovely. And if one thing that to take away from this is just do it. Don't wait for anything. Again, have a system, write down what you need, and just do it. Like my husband, he literally just said, get the machine. The machine came, Maisha. Now I'm like, now what? Start getting clients. I made an Instagram page. I got my first 2 clients. I didn't know them. They just came to me. You just need to start. Just do it. No one's gonna do it for you. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for bringing me on here and asking all these important questions. Sometimes you need, as a business person and as an entrepreneur, you need reminders, or you need to see how far you've come. And getting on your podcast has made me realize that, like, wow, Janat, you've come a long way. And you even mentioned it. Oh, you've come a long way. It's still a long way to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inshallah,
Alhamdulillah,
you'll
alhamdulillah.
get there. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
alhamdulillah.
you again.
Yeah.
Really appreciate
No
it.
problem. You're very, very welcome. All right. Take care, everyone. Yeah.
And that's a wrap. If today's conversation inspired you, hit follow and share it with one friend who needs this nudge. And please don't forget to show Janat some love. Check out her website, her Instagram, and check out her Ice Beam Moroccan exfoliating gloves. Trust me, your skin will thank you. And until next time, keep your hustle graceful and your dreams loud. Bye!